the
Yes,
invite.
yes, no problem.
Yeah, keep in touch. Anyone,
So,
anything we can collaborate. Thank you.
good morning, Mr. Nahan.
Good morning.
So, and good morning, everyone present. We are so grateful to host you. So, Mr. Nahan will be speaking about ebook versus printed book. So, how you can write ebook in 24 hours and publish it, and what is printed book as well. So, we look forward for the workshop. And we look forward for a session today. So, I mean, thank you, sir. And over to you now, Mr. Nahan.
Okay, thank you, Ria. And good morning, everyone. I really appreciate for your attendance. Yeah, I hope today's session will give you all some insight on what is ebook and what is a printed book. Yeah. By the way, my name is Nahan. In the ebook industry, I've branded myself as YB Nahan. Okay, YB is not
Yes.
is yang besar. In Malaysia, we call it retired person. Okay, so I'm an ebook writer and I'm a ebook trainer too. I'm certified by MSDA Sdn Berhad as a certified ebook trainer. As of today, I've got 11 ebooks. Yeah, and all my books are in my virtual ebook store, which is Nahan at ebookstore.com. So today, in fact, I'm very thankful to Mavin who have invited me to give a talk on ebook versus printed book. Okay, so let us start with the topic. Uh, Before we look at the difference between ebook and printed book, let us understand the fact that are prevailing in many of us. Yeah, in many of our mind, we have got certain perceptions. To many, writing is just a writing. Either an ebook or a physical book, it is still writing. There is no distinction between the both. These are the general perception. And also, other than this, their general perceptions are writing is a lengthy process. Yeah, writing is a very costly affair. We need to spend in editing, in proofreading, in printing, and publishing. So if we want to print our books, it is not a cheap affair. We need to spend a lot of money. The ROI is not certain unless our books sells well. But how sure our books will be sold? Yeah, how our books are readable to the readers. The next perception is writing. When you write a book, you need storage. You need to hire a space for you to store the books. And there is a risk of becoming obsolete. If your books are not being sold within a few years, the color of the pages will turn. Yeah. And at that point in time, you can't sell your books. So the risk of obsolescence is very high in a printed book. But to them, an ebook or a printed book is still a book. Okay. These are the perceptions of people. Another perception is you need to be a professional writer and a very highly intellectual person. Not everyone can write. Okay? These are the factors that stops people from writing ebook, even though they are given the distinction between the both. It has become our culture, or it has become our our culture that we don't really see the difference between the distinction between an ebook and a physical book. To many of us, as I said earlier, writing is writing. Whether it's ebook or physical book is the same. Okay. The above are true for physical books actually, yeah, but not for ebooks. There is an entirely different mindset, okay, and skill set. So when you look at ebook, it is an entirely different mindset and it's an entirely different skill set. In my experience as a member of many writing clubs, internationally, I am often thrown this statement. I have started writing ebook for the past 1 year. I am still struggling to complete it, having problem in getting the characters, the storyline, and so forth. I ask them, are you writing ebook or physical book? Their reply is, usually I'm writing an ebook. I used to wonder, how could this be? And here I am teaching people to write in 24 hours. And you are saying you're struggling for the past 1 year. It's very strange, right? So I studied the pattern. I studied the pattern and I realized that many of them were actually writing digital book. Here is the catch. Okay, they are actually writing digital book and not ebook. But to them, a digital book is also an ebook. Okay. Having mentioned the word digital book, what is a digital book, by the way? Okay. To the best of my knowledge and to the best of to what I have gone through, I've experienced in many writers club. Okay, a digital book is actually the same as a physical book. That is why they are stuck in completing the book even after 1 year. Because as we all know, writing is not easy, right? Writing is a very lengthy process. Some may take 1 year, some have even taken 2 years or even more. So that is why they are caught. Yeah. A digital book is just the only difference between a digital book and a physical book is a digital book you do not print. It is being read as a soft copy in your laptop or your handphone. If the physical book is say about 300 pages, your digital book is also over 300 pages. Imagine reading a 300 odd pages in your laptop, just font black and white, how monotonous is it? It is very stressful to the eyes. Yeah. So this is a digital book. Whereas an ebook or electronic book are published in soft copies and are read by downloading to computers, tablets, laptops, smartphones. Yeah. In fact, in recent years, a device called e-reader was introduced by certain publishers like Amazon and Kindle to read and store the soft copies. But of course, e-reader is a gadget that you need to purchase for you to read the soft copies. Yeah. But generally, when you talk about ebook, you need not necessarily acquire that e-reader because it can be downloaded straight into your laptops or your handphone, and you can read it anytime, anywhere. Now let us look at the characteristics of ebook. In terms of characters, ebooks are very short and simple compared to a physical book. It is easily understood by readers. Not necessarily we should use bombastic words. Yeah, that is the reason ebooks are a simplified version of a physical book. In terms of font size, they can be customized and they are usually larger to enable readers to view them in their handheld gadgets. Okay? So the font size can be bigger, larger than a normal font in a textbook, in a printed book. Okay? And ebooks are not editable. Okay, you cannot edit an ebook. except by the author. So it is very safe for a person to write ebook in a soft copy, okay, and make it not editable, or you can also make it as not printable. It all depends on the author, how he want it. Yeah. If he feels that he doesn't want to allow printing, he can disallow printing. So the prerogative of these things lies with the author. They are reflowable. Okay, they are reflowable. Meaning what? No matter whatever size the screen you are viewing, whether a handphone or a laptop, it will, the pages will always fit into your screen. You need not re-edit again or realign, no? So ebooks are sorry, ebooks are reflowable. Next is the ebook formats. Most common formats are EPUB, PDF, AZW. AZW are usually used by Amazon and Kindles. Okay? And in fact, there are many more other formats which you can use. Yeah. And ebooks are easy to read, simple, and short. As I said earlier, larger font size with infographics, photos, yeah, which normally does not exist in a physical book. And there's no cost in editing, no cost in proofreading. That is the reason why ebooks, we do not use bombastic words. We use simple words so everybody can understand. Even when you write an ebook, okay, you need not spend a lot of money in editing and proofreading. In fact, myself, when I write ebook, I'll give it to my friends, okay, whom I feel that their language is very good. They could be retired teachers, educators. I let them go through my book, and they would advise me, Nahan, this has to be corrected. So these are the spelling mistakes. So they will inform me and I just correct it. So how do I reward them? Not necessarily I must give them a fee. I put their name. I mention their name in my ebook as an editor. So they feel proud. Oh my God, my name is in Nahan's book. You know? And not only that, I also give them a free ebook. So it is a win-win situation for both the author and the person who is helping you to edit. That is the reason I say in ebook, you need not spend much, even if you spend just a nominal fee. Yeah. Whereas if in a physical book, I am sure we need to spend heavily in editing, proofreading, and so forth. Okay. Another characteristics about ebook is zero cost in printing. Physical book, you need to spend a lot of money. And for you to be economic, okay, to be economical, you need to print at least 1,000 books. And 1,000 books is not going to be cheap, my friend. Okay. And imagine you spend that much of money and you are going to keep a big stack of books in your place, yeah, in your office or wherever you're going to store the book. And if the books are not being sold, it's going to be obsolete. In ebook, there's no such thing. Okay. In fact, it is zero cost in printing. The only cost to you is to learn the techniques and the skill how to write ebook. Another thing is accessibility. Ebooks can be read on various devices. Yeah, as I said, yeah, it can be read from your handphone. It can be read from your laptops. It can be read from your computers. Okay, and you can store thousands of books in your laptop and it is weightless. Yeah. Imagine if you have got 1,000 or 500 books of physical books, where do you want to store it? You must open up a physical library in your house for you to store the books. Yeah. Whereas an ebook, you can even keep as many books as you want in your computers, and it is weightless. Okay. Environmental friendly. Why do I say environmental friendly? Do you know that on an average day, about 80,000 to 100 pine trees are being cut to produce papers? And each pine tree, you can only produce about 16 rims of A4 size papers, and you need 200 gallons of water to process it. You can avoid all these things, okay, just by opting to ebook. As I said, instant access. It can be downloaded and read immediately, eliminating the need to wait for delivery. If you were to buy a soft copy or an ebook, you can download within a few seconds once you have paid. Whereas in a physical book, after making the payment, you need to wait for delivery. It may take a while. Yeah. So all these things you can avoid. So instant delivery is only applicable in ebook. Another good part is you can embed audios and videos to your ebook. In a physical book, you cannot do that. You know, once you embed the audio in your ebook, all you need to do is just scan the QR code, and there you are. You have a video. You know, and even audios. Not only that, you can also have direct linkage to your social media, to references of other books, you know, so you can have immediate link. You need not cut and paste. Yeah, you need not look at the word and go into your Google and key in. For example, you want to go into my bookstore. You see at the backdrop there, nahanebookstore.com. I have to literally open the Google search and key in there www.nahanebookstore.com. Only then my website will be open. But if this is in my ebook, I only need to bring the cell to that, the cursor to that, and click. Immediately you are into my virtual ebook store or my Facebook, you know, direct linkage. That's the advantage of an ebook. These things cannot happen in a physical book. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. So now, having said the characteristics of an ebook, physical book, I think I've already discussed what is a physical book, what is a ebook. Okay, and I've also mentioned to you the difference between a digital book and an ebook. Okay, a digital book and a physical book. So now let us look at how to write ebooks. Okay. Writing ebook and physical books are entirely different ball game altogether. To many people, they think if I have already written physical books, it is easy. I can also do it in an ebook. Okay, and that is the reason why there are many people who have got a lot of transcripts, a lot of scripts written all over and being kept in the drawer, not knowing what to do. They could have written physical books, which has taken them years. Yeah. Apart from that, they also got a lot of transcripts, research, all being kept in their room and so scattered everywhere, not knowing how to utilize it. Yeah, they are good ebook a physical book writer. But the idea of writing ebook never been into them because their mindset is physical book. Yeah. So if you want to write ebook, not necessarily only professionals can do it. Okay. Most important is you must learn the skill and technique. Okay? There are many book writers who have attended my workshops to write ebooks. So that's the difference. Why? Ebook is very special. It is very different from a physical book. Okay, and for you to write, it is compulsory or it is mandatory for you to learn. Otherwise, even when you write an ebook, you will be still stuck with your mindset of writing a physical book. And you will start writing content after content, content after content. Your book may be 300 odd pages. To you, you may be saying you are writing ebook, but actually no. You are actually getting back into the old habit of writing physical book. So for you to solve that, you need to know the skill, the techniques of writing ebook. Okay. So the only way for you to write is, first and foremost, you must learn the technique and the skill by attending a proper workshop. That is important. In fact, there are many people out there teaching how to write ebook. Try to get a good one and attend their workshop, learn the skill. You will definitely realize what is the difference between a physical book and an ebook. Okay. Write your first ebook. If you want to know about ebook, write your first ebook to get the feel of having your own ebook, especially with your photo on the cover. Yeah, with your photo on the cover. For example, sorry, you cannot look at mine. Okay, especially with the photograph on the book cover, it will give you a new inspiration. Some people may ask, what am I to write? No, I don't know what to write. I'm a housewife. My duty is to take care of the family, drive the children to and fro from school, you know. So I ask them one question. Do you cook? Oh yes, obviously I'm a good cook. I have got many recipes. There, babe, you already got your answer. Just pick about 10 to 15 recipes and write a book. You are already an author. You are a writer. You got your own book. You know, some they say, no, I don't know what to write. I say, if you do not know what to write, doesn't matter. You can still write about yourself. Is it difficult to write about yourself? Write your success stories. You know, share it to others. When you share, do you know that it's a very noble thing to do? Sharing is caring. So especially if you were to write in ebooks, and as I said, ebooks are different from physical book because in a physical book, you need to read 2 to 3 paragraphs to highlight this is important. This is important. Yeah. Whereas in a ebook, everything you write is important. So it is actually a summarized version of a physical book. People these days are very busy. They got no time to read, spend hours and hours of reading. Yeah, unless you are an avid reader. But people who are seeking for information, ebook is the alternative. You know why? Because ebook gives you the direct key point. Yeah. So which people will be hungry to look for. For example, how to repair an aircon. air conditioner. Okay, if you were to write how to repair an air conditioner, they only want to know the tips, what to do. So they look for ebook. Ebook has got all the important points step by step for you to apply or for you to use. Yeah, unlike a physical book, of course they give you more details. I'm not going to say that. I'm not saying that ebook is 100 times better than physical book. No, physical books are the best. Yeah, it will never die down the way. It is there forever. But ebook acts as a supplement. Yeah? Ebook is a supplementary, especially after COVID-19. We all know ebook is in existence for decades, long before that. But nobody realized the importance of it until we were stuck with COVID. Everybody have to stay at home. Yeah, many publishing houses were closed down. Many bookstores were closed. Where are they to get books? This is where the digitalization came in, the ebook industry came in a much bigger way, and it is growing. We are still on a road less traveled. Those who are writing ebook, we are still on a road less traveled. Yeah, still on a road less traveled. As you write, you will see a lot of opportunities along the way. It's the best time for you to grab. Okay. Not only that, you can also think small or you can think big in ebook. If you think small, write for yourself. Share to others. Leave behind a legacy. In fact, I've written a book recently. Leaving behind a legacy. If you can see my background, I think no, there's no book. Okay, leaving behind a legacy. I wrote that book because I want to teach people. I want to educate people the importance of legacy. After we are gone, 5 years, 10 years down the road, many would not remember us. It is sad to say, even sometimes, even children might forget everything about the parents. They would have forgotten about the history. But by having a book written, even if I am not around, anybody who get a soft copy of my ebook, wow, this is the book that my dad wrote. Wow, this is the book that my friend wrote. See, the legacy is left behind and they can learn from this. So that is, if you think small. What is, if you think big, what is think big? Think big meaning how to monetize your ebook. How to monetize your ebook. Okay, writing is one aspect, but monetizing on ebook is a different thing. As you know, writing ebook is zero cost, no cost to you. Okay? Tell me any one industry, any one business that does not require capital. I would say ebook is the only thing. It's the only business you do not require any capital other than the small fee that you are going to pay to learn the skill and the techniques. Okay, and also it is an instant setup. You know, if you want to set up a ebook writing business, you can set up in 5 minutes. Tell me, what business can you do without any investment, without any time frame, without any regulatory things that you need to follow? Ebook is the only one. So opportunities are vast. Okay, and publish your ebooks either through social media or publishing houses. Okay, You can also advertise your books in your social media. For example, if I were to write a book, write an ebook, before I complete my ebook, once I do the book cover, I straight away do a 3D mock-up and put in my Facebook, my upcoming ebook. I can tell you within 24 hours, I will receive a lot of inquiries, inquiring about my ebook. See, this is a power of how you're going to market it, you know. Another venue is, of course, publishing houses. You give the rights to the publishing house for them to sell your books. Yeah, you will also get a certain percentage of the sales. So that is the thinking big. And not only that, by doing it as a business, you can also get passive income. Yeah, like in my case, I've got a virtual bookstore, and there are 600 over partners working hand in hand as in the platform. Our books are being published in all the 600 bookstores, and it is being circulated in 17 over countries. Anybody who buys the book from any part of the world, I will get a message who bought my book, how much. So even when we are sleeping, you still can generate income in ebook as a passive income. Yeah? So there are many ways. You sell it on your own, look out for some good platforms where you can sell, or look out for publishing houses where they can help you to market your books. Okay. Remember, if you want to monetize in ebook, you must know that there's only one business. This is the only one business that need minimum investment, instant setup, no regulatory requirements, and at the end you get passive income. Okay, so these are very important. And you have also heard the differences between an ebook and a physical book. I hope now, after you have already listened, many of us will now know, oh, this is the difference between a physical book and an ebook. Okay, because the mindset always falls back. Our mindset always falls back that writing is writing. Whether physical book or ebook, it is the same. But to be very frank with you, in my experience, in fact, I have been in this for almost 3 years, and I've seen the market trend. Yeah, and the trend, how people get into writing, and they still find it difficult to accept writing ebook, because to them, the negative thoughts, I wouldn't say it's negative, the old mindset pulls them back. They don't see the value, they don't see the power, and they don't see the advantages they will get by opting into ebook. Yeah, and you know, Asia has got a tagline, everybody can fly, right? My tagline is everybody can write. What I do, I teach people the skill and the techniques to write. Along the way, I also make them to write their first ebook in 24 hours. Only when they submit, they get their certificate of completion. This is where I gauge the number of students who have successfully done it. In fact, 99% of my students have done it in 24 hours. If they can do, you can do. If you can do, everybody can do. Yeah. So there is no negative thoughts on ebook. I hope what you have learned, what you have listened today would give you some insights on what a real ebook is. Yeah. And you know, ebooks are very colorful. Very colorful. I'm sorry, I can't show my, okay. It's very colorful, you know. I don't know, okay. Sorry, you can't see it. Okay, it's very colorful. Every pages are have the font size is big, a lot of infographics, a lot of photographs, you know. Sometimes they say photographs you take from internet are copyright. Yes, you need to be careful on that. So I always encourage my students, have your own collection of photographs, sceneries. When you go outing, snap photos as many as you want. Sometimes family photographs, you know, you can also put in. So that will give you an encouragement, even your family members to buy your book because their photos are in the book. You know, where can you find all this in a physical book? You cannot, my friend. So if you ask me, definitely ebooks are far better than, are far easier, are more easier to write than writing a physical book. And in fact, Mavin also is conducting some ebook classes. You can get in touch with Mavin, or you can also get in touch with me. If you're in Malaysia, you can get in touch with me. Yeah. If in India, you can get in touch with Mavin. We run the same courses. Yeah. In fact, I'm also a trainer for Mavin to conduct ebook, and I've done quite a number of sessions. So far, I have already trained 130 odd students for the past 2 years, and practically everybody have completed in 24 hours. My youngest participant is 14 years old, and my eldest participant is 82 years old. Yeah, I'm very proud. So I am sure, and I hope to see many more writers in the pipeline. Yeah, because we all have got our own thing, especially for senior citizens. Senior citizens, writing is a very good hobby. Yeah, you can also share your experiences, your life, you know, your knowledge to the younger generation. You know? So don't forget, don't think that once you retire, you got nothing to do. Senior citizen, this is one of the best options to keep you busy, to keep you occupied, to keep you energetic. Your minds are always active. You are very, very creative, and you can always look young. Okay, so these are the facts about ebook. So I think with this, I've completed my talk. If there are any questions, you all can ask me. Yeah, I'll try to accommodate. See if I can answer. Yeah, there's one person. So I'm interested in attending your class and how to write an ebook. Okay. I suggest you get in touch with Mavin. The phone number is on my backdrop. Okay. If you're in Malaysia, you can call me. Or Singapore also you can call me. Okay, my number okay, I'll just put my number here in case you want to. Okay, 0192891954. Okay, this is my number, Malaysian number. So you can call me from Singapore. Yes, sir.
Nahan, I've got a question.
Yes.
Yeah. Just this ebook, when you say it's simple to write, does it mean that when you write, there's some templates, asking some questions, and we answer them, and it's very fast, very quickly the book will come out, or is it that it's still free and easy like a physical book, but just that it's condensed into a few pages? Is it something like that?
Yes. Okay. To answer your question, of course there is a template. Okay. When you attend the class, when you attend the workshop, you're always given a template. The same template you can use for as many books as you want. In terms of contents, of course, it is not like answering a question and answering a question and the book comes out. No, it does not work that way. The content has still to be yours. You still need to study the market. Basically, what I would suggest is try to write something which the market requires. Yeah, because market requires a lot of things. So we need to be very versatile in that. We need to be knowledgeable what the market wants and just try to do some research and get some points and reword it in your own words. You cannot just cut and paste. Then that is already plagiarism, right? So always rephrase what you have done your research, yeah. And once the contents are, you already got the contents roughly written out elsewhere, somewhere. Use the template to just change the words and the fonts and the infographics, and the book is up. Yeah. If you are really committed and if you have the passion, you can even write a book within a week. Okay. The one that I teach in 24 hours is based on the contents which I give. That is just a first draft of minimum 35 pages. Minimum 35 pages to qualify for an ebook, which you can do it in one day. But once your first book is up, the first draft is up, I am sure it will change your paradigm. You want to write more because as an author, you want to give a content-rich book to your participants, to your readers. So having 35 pages may not be sufficient to qualify for your books to be sold unless you want to use it for your own purpose. Yeah. So from that, after the 24 hours, you can improvise, add on pages. But the template is still the same. Use the same template because the template it helps you a lot actually. It helps you in terms of keeping the structure, keeping the layout, the font size, everything in place, already there. So with that, you can produce as many books as you want. Have I answered that, Ken?
Yeah,
Ken?
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, Nahan, yeah, got it. Thanks, Nahan.
Okay. Any other questions, please? Okay, Ria, what about you? I pass back to you. Your line is breaking up, Ria. I can't hear you well. Maybe you can type on in the chat box if there's any question.
I'm asking how to convince people to join this program to make them.
Oh, how to convince them to? Well, convincing we can convince, but the desire must come from within. Yeah, we cannot force anybody, but we can I can share the benefits as what I've shared, the benefits of ebook, the advantages and what the difference, how to go about writing, So you all must remember, yeah, if you are going to write an ebook, normally when you write a physical book, you need to 20,000, 50,000 words, whereas an ebook, even if you get 3,000 to 4,000 words, you can complete the book. That's the difference. Just about 3 to 4,000 or 5,000, you can write a complete book. You can have it into a 60-page book. Why? Increase the font size, have more infographics, have more photographs, and make all your pages very colorful. You can have your book. You don't need to wait for 20,000, 50,000 words. Because ebooks are meant to be simplified version of the condensed version of a physical book, where you only give the points. Ebooks can be either in point forms or it can be in short paragraphs. Remember, all the sentences must be pertinent to the topic that you're going to cover. Okay. Is there a minimum requirement for an ebook pages? Okay, minimum requirement for an ebook is 35 pages. But normally I would suggest make it into at least about 50 to 70 pages. Yeah, that will give sufficient content for the readers. That is my suggestion, but minimum required, you can apply for the local ISBN. Like India have got their own regulation. In Malaysia also we got our own regulation. You can apply for EISBN from the National Library. It is free of charge. You apply today, tomorrow you get. That barcode you put in your ebook. So you already got the so-called copyright book. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Nahan. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. I hope what I have explained makes sense. Yeah. Most important is there must be commitment. Commitment and passion. With these two, you can overcome all challenges. You can even write a book faster. If you got no, if you try to procrastinate, if you want to procrastinate, even if I say you can write a book in 1 month, I can assure you, you cannot complete the book even after 1 year. Because we are all so busy and we tend to procrastinate. Keep last minute, we prolong. One year also cannot complete. So you must have commitment, passion, and do not procrastinate. I always tell my participants, do not procrastinate. If you procrastinate, you cannot complete the exercise, the assignment in 24 hours. But touch wood, so far, no one has failed me. Okay, and I feel very proud. Any other questions, please? Maybe Ria, you want to take over?
Thank you so much, Nahan, for really inspiring us to write more ebooks because it's easy to get stuck and leave it. So thank you. So yeah.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, thank you so much.